Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. I have a lot of people that will ask me why I do the countdown thing that I do at the beginning of the show, and the reality is that I do it because something typically goes wrong right before I go live, and I need a few extra seconds to make sure that things will actually turn out okay. You'd be surprised just how often things don't quite work out. For whatever reason, right before the show, my web camera decided that it wasn't going to work. So I'm scrambling behind the scenes trying to get this thing ready. But here we are. This is the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is a show that we do on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And during this show, we typically talk about some news and current events, things that are top of mind for me and might also be top of mind for you. I provide you with a preview of some of the content that is going to be coming out from the channel over the course of this week. And then I also give away a cool slab thanks to our friends over at Go Collect. And they have been supporting the channel for almost 130 weeks. And I definitely want to acknowledge that support that they provide. If you guys, for whatever reason, have not gotten your membership to Go Collect, I definitely want to encourage you to go ahead and do that because it is a fantastic resource. I refer to it whenever I am buying or selling a graded comic. And sometimes when I'm dealing with raw comics, I like to gut check myself with what is happening on the graded side as well. And if you haven't gotten your membership, I definitely want to encourage you to do it. And if you want to kick the tires a little bit, there is a 30-day free access code on my website on the partner page of regiecollects.com. I think the code is Regie129. I believe that's the code. You can actually get 30 days access for free to kick the tires and to sort out whether this is something you want. I have had my membership for going on 3 years and do not regret the money that I spend every single month. And as part of Go Collect sponsorship of the show here, we're going to be giving away this book right here. It is Wonder Woman issue number 107, the first appearance of Wonder Girl and also the origin of her costume, which makes sense because this is her first appearance. We might as well know where she gets her costume from in the same issue that she appears. But we're going to be giving away that book a little bit later in the show. Definitely want to acknowledge the comic book swoldiers that are watching the live stream with me right now. So let me go to the chat real quick and acknowledge a few folks that are hanging out. DB is in here. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Tina is always in the house, as is my man, Matt Woods. Joe, it is good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Squirrel Madness in here. A lot of Patreon members just off the top. Definitely appreciate you guys. Doug is in here. It's good to see you, my friend. As always, this guy had a good weekend of hunting. He spent some time hunting. And if you are not following Doug on the Instagram machine, you are definitely missing out. He scored some solid books. So shout out to you, brother. Steve is in here. Bearded comic collector, my man Jerry. It is good to see you as always, my friend. I'm scrolling through 2021 New Age Investments is in the house. Mark Andrews, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Shadow is in here. KJ Solo 13. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. John is in here. Scrolling through the names. My man Milt is in here. DD is in here. Definitely good to see you all, you guys. And definitely appreciate folks hanging out. I had a fantastic weekend. I will tell you, fantastic weekend. My sister spent about a week here in town, and it's like a few days over what I normally allow someone to stay, but I enjoyed her company. I enjoyed her presence. She spent a few days here at the house, and she actually watched the kids for us just a little bit, allowed my wife and I to get out of the house. We went to a warehouse where they sell fitness equipment, and we were able to pick up an elliptical machine that is, I think, going to get delivered possibly towards the back half of this week. She and I went to a little coffee shop not too far from the house. It's not a chain. It's like a mom and pop kind of coffee shop. Had a fantastic time just sitting down. I had coffee and lox and bagel, and she had sorbet, homemade essentially sorbet. Fantastic time. It was a really, really good weekend. And then we actually took some time today to clean out the garage. So we had a relaxing yet productive weekend, and I hope you guys had a good one as well. You guys were in here chatting. There was a robust chat going on before I got here. It is good. It is good to see all you guys up in here. What was that? I just saw his name and he got away from me. Legally Bernie, how you doing, brother? He just dropped a nice what is that? A super sticker, $5. Thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna tell you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed you guys a Patreon set that is going to be given away here to one Patreon member. And again, you sign up before July 1st, you're in the running. But I'm just saying that this name right here is important for something that I did not show you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say right there. There was another name that I was looking for. Where is it? It's LCS. I don't even see it. Oh, here it is. My man LCS. How you doing, brother? Oh, man, it got away from me. Had an opportunity to chop it up with this guy just a little bit over the course of the weekend. I was a little delayed in my responses because clearly I was busy doing some things, having coffee and stuff with the wife and all that good stuff, but had a great opportunity to chat with this guy. It is awesome to be able to spend some time whenever I can chatting with members of the comic book community. A lot of really awesome folks out there. And I definitely appreciate everybody that takes some time to reach out and and check in on me. So yeah, man, love the elliptical. Yeah, so right now we have a stationary bike, a Stairmaster, a commercial grade treadmill. Most of what we buy is commercial grade, and then now we have an elliptical machine. Yeah, so we are like all cardioed up in this house. I actually worked out 3 or 4 days this week. I actually worked out 3 or 4 days this week. So it was a pretty good week for sure. Mom and pop shops I'm gonna tell you, this place was like a collection of like furniture from various antique stores that possibly were going out of business, possibly a few estate sales. It was like an amalgamation of just random stuff. But the atmosphere was cool in terms of like the people that were in there. And then the food and the service were fantastic. And I was able to set aside the decor. I was able to set the decor aside and just appreciate the service and the people and all that stuff. But I definitely enjoyed it. Is that the drink word, robust? James, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Again, we've hit a couple of these little antiques, not antique stores. We've hit a couple of these like coffee shops, as we're out and about in our travels in various places. And it's an opportunity for my wife and I just to sit down and just to hang out. And it was nice. It was nice to have my sister here. It was nice to leave my kids for a little while and to give us a little bit of break. So shout out to my sister. She might actually be watching, so shout out to her. So can't say anything bad about her because, she'll catch me. So earlier this week, I went live and I spent a little bit of time talking about Miles Morales, and I showed you guys his new costume, his new suit, and I spent, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes making fun of it. Spent about 20 minutes making fun of it, and then I continued to read all of your comments in which you continue to make fun of poor Miles Morales' suit. And if you didn't see that video or you haven't seen what's come out, I want to share one more time. Want to share one more again. This is the new costume that they are going to put poor Miles Morales in to celebrate basically his 10th birthday. Basically his 10th birthday, they got him a pair of pajamas, a very large book bag, and some awesome sneakers. The gym shoes are pretty nice. They're pretty nice. But I spent a lot of time making fun of this, and I had some epiphanies. They were not original epiphanies, but I want to get through a few things, and then I'm going to share my epiphany with you here. But after this live stream, after I spent that 20 minutes or so early morning making fun of poor Miles Morales' birthday gift, someone sent me something else to make me aware of it that I was not aware of. It was another story that had actually come out, and it shows Miles Morales in yet another costume. But this one, oh, this costume is dope. Let me tell you, people, Miles Morales basically suits up as Captain America. And it is dope. This is a dope cover right here. This costume is solid. I dig this one. And I don't know if it's the pose or the colors or the amalgamation of like the Puerto Rican, American, US kind of spider thing that's going on. But I mean, there are doves flying. Okay. There are doves flying. I don't know where exactly that spider web is coming from, the one that's kind of whirling around there. I don't know what's going on with that, but this is a pretty dope costume. And this one, I think, is a cover for Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 28. And this is to celebrate Captain America's 80th anniversary. So Miles Morales has his 10th birthday or 10th anniversary, and he's also going to don a really awesome suit right here to celebrate Captain America's 80 years. And again, I think that this is a really, really awesome cover. The one that I showed you a few minutes ago, I want to say is the cover to issue number 25 of Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is the cover of issue 28, I do believe. Check me on that. Do some fact checking, but I believe that to be accurate. And I will tell you, I think this costume that they're showing here on comicbook.com is pretty dope. Who is this? That's also my wife and I's favorite Sunday routine. There you go. No, hey man. Hey, you know what, brother? I reached out to my mom one day and I said, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing today? She said, your father and I are sitting here talking. And I was like, so you guys are just sitting there talking? She's like, yeah, we're sitting here talking. And I don't know that I fully appreciated the importance of like quiet time and connecting with your significant other just for the sake of conversation. And I've grown to appreciate it more and more and more, that taking that time just to stay plugged into your significant other is so important. So shout out to you, brother, for making that a Sunday routine. I want to get into a routine like that. My wife and I's routine used to be going and working out. We used to go to gyms every single day, a different gym, and that was our routine. But that was also before kids, a little different now. Jeffrey says, poor Miles. Indeed, brother, they gave the dude a set of PJs and they called it good. And I've just lost my chat, so bear with me as I attempt to grab the chat back here real quick. I need to share one more time so I can regain control of the chat feature. So there we go. So now I can stop sharing that. All right, there we go. That's what's up. Scrolling through. Natasha, how you doing? It is good to see you. From overseas, good to see you. Reggie, are you still enjoying Noctera as much as? Yes, I am. I'm gonna be honest with you. Noctera. I was intrigued, as you guys saw in the video. I was intrigued from the solicitation for Noctera. And every single issue that has come out has not let me down. It has not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. The artwork is solid. The covers are solid. The story is solid. I mean, I enjoy it. I really am enjoying this. And again, if you guys haven't read Noctera, you man, treat yourself. It is a robust comic that you will absolutely enjoy. It didn't work there, but I just wanted to just go ahead and say robust anyway. Sorbet is a good, not as a replacement. So this place, again, it was a coffee shop, and the coffee shop had everything. They had pastries, they had coffee, iced coffee, they had sorbet. They didn't have ice cream, but they had sorbet. It was really good stuff. So Noctera is awesome. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I try to like tell you guys what's good that's out there that I enjoy, and Noctera is it. And if it takes a left and gets off track, I'm going to tell you that as well, or you probably won't hear me talk about it. But Noctera is really good, and it's definitely holding up. Jonathan says, I saw Miles holding that cap shield in issue 2 and loved it. Man, he looked dope on that cover, did he not? Did he not? I mean, man, he is looking good, man. He is looking good. What is this? Reggie, are you reading Jules Verne's Lighthouse? I am not. I am not reading that. Man, I'm going to tell you, the challenge is that there's so much great stuff out there that you cannot get it all. You cannot get it all. And Daryl says, my fiance is the best. We go to antique stores and she's my advanced coach. No, hey, if you can get her to do it, that's good work, brother. That's good work. Another pair of eyes, another pair of hands. I'm telling you, it is all good stuff. You guys are still talking about sorbet. Well done. Naj says, there is nothing like Noctera and spending time with man. Facts. minus the kids. You have to, Nosh, I don't know if you had kids, but throw that in there, brother, because it is nice to get away. I love my kids, but I honestly cannot wait for them to go back to school because they need, I think I am a better parent when I have a little bit of separation. But from my kids, I can miss them and all that good stuff. But dad needs downtime. Dad needs downtime and someone not saying dad or mom every like 2 minutes. You guys know how it is, but it's nice. It's nice to get away from them. What is the Captain America Miles suit is also, and yeah, I did acknowledge that. I did say his Puerto Rican. I did say that it's a mashup of the US Spider and also Puerto Rican. So I did definitely acknowledge that. I think it's important to say that. So I did make sure that I weave that in there. Scrolling through some of the comments, you know what I'm talking about, brother. 6 years and 4 years. You know what I'm talking about. Those are my ages. You know how it goes. Scrolling through, not me, brother, not me. Scrolling through, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that every parent out there that has kids absolutely loves their kids, absolutely loves them, especially when you get a little break from them. Scrolling through, my kids are going to watch these videos at some point, right? Scrolling through, seeing if I'm all caught up. There you go, man. I'm telling you, it certainly does. It certainly does. Bought my wife her first comic. She loves Prince, so I picked her. Oh, that's a dope cover. That is a dope cover. The Batgirl 40 Purple Rain homage, CGC 9.8. Anything to make her like my collection more. You I wish you luck on that journey. I wish you luck on that journey. Scrolling through so what is it? Billy Parker says, I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. My 1-year-old is a pandemic baby, whole life. Oh, poor baby. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. But here's the thing. The world is about to open up to this child. I don't know where you are in the world, but the world is starting to open up and things are looking bright for your kid. They will be able to appreciate like other people and like, fresh air and like zoos and, stuff like that. So shout out to you, Billy Parker, and your kid. I don't know what your kid's name is, but I hope you guys are able to get out and start enjoying things safely in whatever neck of the woods you happen to be in. You guys are hilarious. Goosefang, I did indeed. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's been busy. It's been busy. So I tend to allow the videos when they're released to speak on my behalf, so as to allow people to fully appreciate my excitement in opening up their packages. And I will tell you, there's somebody out there. I could not read your handwriting. I don't think it was you, Goosefang, but I jacked up somebody's name. I could not read the writing. I jacked it up big time. You have my apology. Because I could not read it. I am out. My kids are 29. Oh man, that's I don't even know what that's like. I can't even look that far into the future, to be honest with you. But if you are joining us a little bit late, we spent some time talking about Miles Morales and how I made fun of his new costume or uniform that they're giving him for his 10th anniversary. And then I made a hard turn to a really dope version of a costume that I've seen recently. This is Miles Morales. This is a cover of, I believe, Miles Morales, a Spider-Man issue number 28. This is a mashup of some Captain America stuff, some Puerto Rican flag stuff, some spider stuff, and just Miles Morales being dope. This is an amazing, amazing cover. And like I said earlier, I had some epiphanies that were not necessarily original thoughts, but some epiphanies. And I want to revisit some of this costume stuff in a moment after I get to this next thing that I want to talk about, which again is a continuation of something that I think I've mentioned before. I did mention it before. So we know that Nick Spencer is going to be transitioning off of the Spider-Man title. We know that. We spoke about that. I think it actually wraps up with issue number 74 or 75. I can't remember exactly, but he is transitioning off. And little by little, we are getting dribs and drabs of additional information as to what comes next, this new era that is going to be Spider-Man. And there are more and more clues that are coming out on Twitter, on Instagram. They're coming out on Newsarama and comicbook.com. All the sites, the creators that are behind some of this stuff are starting to give us some dribs and drabs of what actually comes next. And this is part of the reason why I called this thing What Is Old Is New Again. So Ben Reilly, the clone of Spider-Man, is back, and they're actually going to be releasing Amazing Spider-Man 3 times a month, thrice monthly. It's not often you get to use the word thrice, but Ben Reilly, who is a clone of Spider-Man, who originally or at one point was Spider-Man, is now back again. And we are also now going to be getting Amazing Spider-Man 3 times a month, which is also something that has been done in the past. It's official. Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker, who took up the mantle of Spider-Man during the 90s clone saga. A lot of people probably just groan right there, will return in October as the new star of Amazing Spider-Man, once again taking up the role in Peter Parker's absence. And so this article actually goes on to talk about the fact that Peter Parker will potentially die. They are basically saying Peter is potentially going to pass away and the clone is actually going to take over. And it says the saga will kick off in Amazing Spider-Man number 75, where Ben Reilly will return to take back the mantle of Spider-Man, continues Marvel's announcement, backed by the Beyond Corporation. I think that this is like a multi-universal kind of thing, determined to be the best version of Spider-Man that there ever was, right? So this is Ben Reilly that is determined to be the best. And so this thing actually goes on to talk about, again, fatal consequences for Peter Parker. They're expecting him to die. This is Ben Reilly right here. So part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this is that I read an article on another site that actually made some really good points. A lot of people did not like the Clone Saga. A lot of people did not like Ben Reilly. We have seen versions of people come around and take over the mantle of Spider-Man. We saw Doc Ock do it, and Doc Ock did a fantastic job of it. Doc Ock did a fantastic job. Superior Spider-Man is a fantastic read if you have not read that. But the point here is that what is old is now new again. And there's a super chat that came in, so I want to acknowledge this before it disappears. Shout out to Nick. I had a chance to talk to this dude. This is the guy that is behind Dynamite. Loving the broadcast as always, Regie, throwing some support from your friends at Dynamite. Definitely appreciate that. I thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate the support. I appreciate the conversation that I had with you a couple of weeks ago. I enjoyed that conversation. I also had a chance to connect with Vincent as well. And hopefully I'll be reaching out to you guys very soon, but definitely appreciate the continued support of the channel and look forward to working with you guys. So shout out to Nick. I definitely appreciate you, brother. Let me take that down. All right. So, what's old is, now new again. And so kind of the epiphany that I had that was inspired by this article that I read was that sometimes I think publishers want to be a little disruptive in order to capture our attention again. And this article was, I think, really well written. And it kind of pointed out that if you're used to seeing Spider-Man or Superman, because the article focused on Superman, sometimes you have to do something that is unexpected, maybe that people don't like for a short period of time, so that when the old thing returns, it is new again and is actually better appreciated than if you were seeing it on a regular and ongoing basis. It was actually a pretty good article, right? So here's the thing. Miles Morales, for example, people love Miles Morales. They like his costume, his uniform. So how do you get people to start maybe caring about Miles Morales and paying closer attention to what's going on? You change his uniform. and you let people have a little outrage and, talk about it. And then you run with that for a little while. Then you take him back to his old. And that was, oh, the old costume is back. We love it. And now you're invested again. Same thing potentially with Spider-Man, right? We had just had a run with Nick Spencer, 74 issues that we're going to get. I honestly was not a fan, right? But how do you shake off that? How do you shake that off and take a new course? You introduce all of these new creators that are going to come on board. You start issuing the comic 3 times a month. You bring back something that people didn't necessarily enjoy, and there's a little bit of outrage, so maybe they tune in and check it out. You run with it for a little while, then you take it back to where it, because here's the thing, Peter Parker is never going away, right? So even if they kill him yet again, he is going to be back, and we are going to love it when he returns. The question is there something awesome that is going to happen in the interim? And as I mentioned, Superior Spider-Man, where Doc Ock basically became Spider-Man, one of the best runs of Spider-Man that I have ever read. It is like 30 some odd issues. Incredible. If you are a Spider-Man fan, a Doc Ock fan, or you just like good storytelling, read this one. Read the Superior Spider-Man, because it is really, really well done. And so my point here is that maybe what we're going to get in the interim with this Ben Reilly thing, it might be good. It might actually be pretty awesome, because we've been through a period where we were not getting awesome with Amazing Spider-Man. 74 issues, not awesome, right? There was some stuff in there that was good, right? Don't get me wrong. But maybe this next period with Ben Reilly, maybe they're going to crush it. Maybe they're going to do something that's unexpected, that is actually enjoyable. And so I am trying to keep an open mind about it, and fingers crossed that we get something that is really well drawn and is really well written. That is my hope. So fingers crossed with that one. So what is this? Superior Spider-Man is amazing. Superior Foes is great too. What is it? California Comics? That's what's up, man. Welcome. I don't think that I've seen your name before. Welcome to the live stream, my man. So what is this? When they turn Superman into an electric red and blue bean, I sold off a 25-year-old Superman collection. A mistake I regret daily. And here's the thing, Glenn. What's interesting is that was the thing that was actually cited in the article that I was reading. And I believe that it was maybe a publisher or a writer that said, sometimes you turn Superman electric blue in order to make people appreciate Superman when he actually comes back. Like, that was the whole point of the article. So it's funny that you actually bring that up. And I understand the regret. But here's the thing: Superman, Clark Kent, Peter Parker, these characters, man, these characters are not going anywhere, and they're going to do some things with them. They're going to move some pieces around, but at the end of the day, these are classic characters that I think are going to be there. So scrolling through some of the comments here, Superior Spider-Man, I'll wait for, no, it's brother. This was out a few years ago. And it is probably in a trade. I don't read trades, but it's probably in a trade, and it's honestly a solid read, Milt. Trust me when I tell you, brother, it is honestly a solid one. What was it? No doubt. I think we've all been there. I think we've all made those mistakes where we've done some things and it was like, that probably was not a good move. Let me see. What was this? Man, they ran way too long with Bendis on Superman. Hope they get back to the good soon. I respect that. A lot of people did not like Bendis's run. So I definitely get where you're coming from with that one. Let me scroll through some of the comments here. In the end, Superior Spider-Man was facts. It was, but before it got sad, when you really think about it, the journey that Doc Ock went through, this just trying to live, right? And then he started to understand who Peter and Spider-Man really were. And as a result of those realizations and epiphanies that he started to have, he honestly became a better Spider-Man than Peter Parker. It was actually really interesting to see. And I just realized my daughter's bracelet is still on. And I was like, why is my wrist hurting? He honestly became a better version of Spider-Man than Peter Parker. And it actually works because of the journey that he was on. It made sense for him to be that version of Spider-Man. Peter Parker is on a completely different journey. His journey is very different from Doc Ock's, but both stories are really compelling. And I enjoy Spider-Man, period. But the Superior Spider-Man was definitely a good read. So scrolling through some of the comments here. Wait a minute, there was a comment here. Reggie A, brother, step your brother. Come on now. He says, have the whole run and never read it. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, my man. I'm telling you, this is one I have never read the Clone Saga. Never read the Clone Saga. And I've had a lot of people say, don't read it because you're not missing anything. With Superior Spider-Man, if you are a Spider-Man fan, you're missing something. I definitely want to encourage people to check it out. A second chance for Ben Reilly might be nice change of pace until, oh, Joey. Oh, I like you more and more, brother. I like you more until Donny Cates takes over. Yes, indeed. Let's make that magic happen. I liked Slot's run as well. Slot's run was good. I would agree with that. I have to agree with that. There's a lot of really good Spider-Man stuff that has been out there. So what is this? When Octavius realized how much Peter held back. Yeah, man. That he had... Doc Ock had so many epiphanies and learnings along the way that it helped the villain to understand the hero in a way that he could never have understood unless he did what he did in that story. And I don't want to give it away because I want people to actually read it, but he had so many epiphanies along the way. I want to say that it's like 32 or 33. Like the run was there, and then I think that they like continued it a little bit later, but only part of the run is actually part of the overall Spider-Man legacy numbering system, right? And Amazing Spider-Man gets a little wonky where they start to have all these alternative titles like Superior Spider-Man that is actually part of the legacy numbering. And so with Superior Spider-Man, part of it is in, part of it is out, and I can't remember where the line of demarcation was. So you definitely have my apology for that, but I'm thinking it's like 32, 33, 34, something like that. There we go. Durush Die. Man, I'm glad. I'm so thankful for you people. I'm thankful for you guys. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Chris, you brother, come on now. Come on, get the extra copies, brother. Get just a couple of more and you are there. You'll be right in the game. Let me see, scrolling through. I will say that though the Clone Saga ran too long, it had a lot of subtext that also allowed Peter to do self-reflection and see things differently. See, now you're going, see, Nick, now you're going to have me reading Clone Saga. Come on, man. And part of it is now that Ben Reilly is back, if you will, I feel like I need to understand this character, right? Because I don't fully, like, there was one clone of Spider-Man that I remember Peter Parker threw in like a furnace or something like that. I don't know if that was Ben Reilly, but I remember an issue in which like a clone was thrown in, and it might have been when Peter grew those 6 arms. I can't remember what story arc that was. It might have been the Clone Saga. I don't remember. It might have been Ben Reilly. I don't know. But I feel like maybe I should read it now that Ben is back, that I should catch up and read that part of it. So there you go. That's what's up. Chuck says, no clones, please. Man, Miles Morales has some clone action going on right now. One of his first appearances of one of his clones made the CGC top submission list. Grant Morrison should write Superman again. Scrolling through, what is this? There you go. You guys are hilarious. Read the 6-issue abridged miniseries. That's good enough, says Joey. Miles Clone Saga is okay. The story just needs to pick up the pace. There we go. And I haven't read that one. I haven't read it, but I don't hear people groaning as much about Miles's Clone Saga, if you will, as the original. And clearly there was a plan here, right? There was a plan here for this to actually happen. And we are seeing the plan unfold before our eyes right now. So if you are coming in a little bit late, we are talking about what is old is now new again. And we started off talking a little bit about, and this is kind of off topic, but Miles Morales in his new PJ uniform. He has a really awesome Cap related uniform to celebrate Captain America's 80th anniversary that I think was incredibly dope. And now we've also spoken a little bit about the fact that Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker, is actually coming back, taking over the mantle of Spider-Man, because we think that Peter is about to die. We think that this is about to go down, and we're going to get a short run of Ben Reilly as Spider-Man, and we're going to see where this goes. And then maybe, you know, in 30, 40 issues, it'll run its course, and then Peter Parker will be resurrected from the dead, or, you know, something's going to happen where he's going to come back, and we're all going to celebrate the fact that Peter is back. It doesn't matter if it's Amazing Spider-Man, I'm going to buy it. No doubt about it. I just hope that I can buy it, read it, and enjoy it. To me, that is a win, because I'm going to buy it because I'm a Spider-Man fan. And it's like those baseball fans that still go to the game even though the team isn't a great team. I'm still a fan, so I still will support it. So what is this? Scrolling through. And we are talking about how awesome Dynamite is. Yes, we are. There are actually a stack of Dynamite books across the room from me that Dynamite actually sent over to me for me to give back to you guys. I posted up some of those books a little while ago on the Instagram page, and the publisher for Dynamite is actually here in the room. He just dropped a super dope super chat on me. And so that's what Doug is acknowledging right now. So shout out to Doug for keeping me honest over here. Definitely appreciate that, brother. Scrolling through, let me see. What was that? Fangirl? Fantastic Girl? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Doug is a good guy. Doug is a good guy. Super smart guy, very creative guy, and a frequent guest on the Comics Today show. I think he is the most frequent guest that we have had. And that's because the dude can talk about just about any topic. I throw a topic out, he's like, I got it covered. Absolutely love that guy. Jonathan, you want to stay tuned, because not this week. Next week, I am going to reveal all that is to be told and known about the wall that is behind me. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to stay tuned for that, because more is coming. Scrolling through, I am doing fantastic when we are, I think, having a fantastic chat in here. I hope you guys are having a good time. And if you are, definitely want to encourage you guys to go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, because it is good for the algorithm. The Scarlet Spider was dope. Fantastic. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you, my friend. All right, so let's keep it moving. One other thing that I wanted to talk about before I get too far, Rob Liefeld is back. All right, Rob Liefeld, what's old is new again. Rob Liefeld is back, and he is back to celebrate the 30th anniversary of X-Force. A lot of celebrations going on right now, but Rob is back, and he is actually writing and I think also illustrating a one-shot for Marvel. So let's dig into this. Rob Liefeld returns to X-Force for their 30th anniversary. Writer-artist Rob Liefeld will create a new X-Force one-shot called Kill Shot for the team's 30th anniversary. I think that was Kill Shot. That was also a rap song by Eminem against MGK. If you haven't heard Kill Shot and you like rap music or Eminem, you definitely want to check that one out, because it is a good song. X-Force co-creator Rob Liefeld will return to the paramilitary mutant team this November to write and draw a one-shot titled X-Force Kill Shot to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the team's 1991 debut. So they are coming back. Let me see if I can find some good stuff here. On this one day, 30 years ago, X-Force #1 debuted and took the comic book industry by storm. And I think this is a quote from Rob Liefeld. He talks, or maybe not, this is from Marvel, talks about selling over 5 million copies to become one of the best-selling single issues in Marvel's history. And I enjoyed X-Force back in the day, no doubt about that one. Let me see. I'm trying to find something good here. The special one-shot will feature an explosive adventure starring Cable and his mutant squad. Let me scroll through this thing. Cable is basically assembling 5 teams to go after Strife. That's basically what he's doing. And we're going to see in this book, we're going to see Cable, of course, Deadpool, Domino, Shatterstar, and I think Major X. I think Major X X is also going to be in this one. This is a really short article that was on, what is this? Newsarama. So we're also again going to get Major X, who I don't think that we've seen anything from Major X since his short run. I think that was last year when Rob Liefeld actually returned to Marvel and did a little bit of work and did a couple of covers and that kind of stuff. But he's definitely back to celebrate the 30th anniversary. I feel like I need to go digging in the 100K collection now. I feel like I should go digging to actually see if I can find. I think it's Wizard issue number 8, which is when X-Force actually debuted on the cover. Feel like I need to go find that, digging in the collection. So I may do that a little bit later. Oh, that was a good. Pouches to the left. Almighty Liger King. Rob is coming for you. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is what's up. What is this? I liked Rob's art in the early 90s, but his new art recently is awful, says Jay. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Let me scroll through. That was like 20 years ago for Major X. Scrolling through. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. You guys are hard. Scrolling through. My wife only likes I didn't expect that one. I didn't see that one coming. He's from Detroit, so I have to. Everybody from Detroit has to stick together. So it is just, if you're from the D, I am on board with you all the way. I remember getting all 5 trading cards. Says that's what's up, man. That's what's up. X-Force. You guys are hardcore. You guys are hardcore in here. But yeah. So again, what's old is new again, and Rob Liefeld is coming back to Marvel. I mean, didn't he say last time that he would never work for Marvel again? Was that the last time, or was that the time before he quit? Anyway, Rob is back. He's doing the one shot. I'm gonna buy it and read it, and there you go. There, hey. Pardon me if my D is showing. Pardon me. Let me see. You guys are hilarious. All right, cool. So we are all caught up, if you will, on some of the news I wanted to share with you guys. Let me give you a little bit of a preview on some of the content that is going to be coming up from the channel over the course of this week. And in one of these videos is going to be a giveaway, a phrase that will allow you to win a giveaway from our friends over at Go Collect. Collecting Made Better. So I definitely want to encourage you guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, to subscribe to the channel and stay abreast to all the videos that come out from the channel, because in one of those videos will be a phrase that will allow you to win. The videos that are coming out this week, we're going to do a cool unboxing. And I think the cool unboxing is part of a giveaway that I'm actually doing for Patreon. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to check that out. There was a 5 tips video that I'm going to come out with on why you should not use family funds to buy comics. And I actually talked about this in a recent video. I mentioned it. A lot of people seem to like that topic. So I decided to do another video that focused on the importance, in my mind, of separating church from state, that being comic funds from family funds. And I offer 5 practical tips as to why that is a good approach. I think it's a good video. I definitely want to encourage you guys to check that one out. I've also found some really awesome books in the 100K collection. I spent some time hunting this weekend. I found another stack of really awesome books. So there are some videos that are going to be coming out in which I'm going to be showing you more books that I found in the 100K collection. And then we are also on the 30th for Wednesday for Comics Today. We are going to have a creator that has been in the industry for 20 years. He's going to come on the show, and we are going to have a conversation that I think that you guys will enjoy about what I like to think is the golden age of indies. And indies have been around for a long time. They've been in, they've been out, they've been in, they've been out. We are, I think, in a golden age of indies, and we're going to talk to a legendary creator that has been in the industry for 20 years, and we're going to get his impression of what he thinks of what is happening right now with independent comics. So in addition to those pre-recorded videos and also the live stream. We are also going to release a podcast on Monday. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to check that out on your favorite podcasting platforms. And then we're also going to release a blog post from my man, Doug, who is in the chat right now. The podcast comes out on Monday, and the blog post comes out on Wednesday. And so I definitely want to encourage you guys to stay tuned for all of that wonderful content that is going to be coming out. Doug is like, that blog post sounds very fascinating. Yes, indeed it is, my man. What is this? Unboxings are fun. 5 tips are informative. Hunting in your own collection is always insightful. And the knowledge we get from comics today is second to none. Looking forward to this week. Man, I'm going to tell you, if I ever feel down, if I'm ever having a bad day, all I need to do is read a comment from some of you folks, because it always makes me feel good. If you guys haven't seen Matt Woods and Steve's appearance on last week's show, I definitely want to encourage you guys to check it out. We had a fantastic conversation as to whether there is hidden value in your comic book collection. So instead of saying, go buy this, go buy that, we were like, hey, you might just want to invest a couple of extra bucks right in your own collection and recognize some additional value. Not to say that you're going to turn around and sell it, but to realize that value that might be right under your nose in your own collection. And Matt Woods and Steve provided some valuable insight into how that is the case. And so I definitely want to encourage you guys to check it out. And yes, there is a podcast. The Wednesday show I turn into a podcast with the help of my younger brother. He does that for me. So you can take some Regie on the go on your favorite podcasting platform like Podbean and Spotify and the Apple platform and the Google platform. We're on all the platforms. If you search for Regie Collects on your favorite platform, you will probably find me somewhere. Oh man, I do miss the digging in my shorts series. I might need to dig in my shorts again. It's been a while since I've done that. But yeah, that's a cool one. Somebody else sent me a message about digging in my shorts a little bit earlier today. So here's the thing. I knew what you meant, but I still needed to be funny. It was funnier when I said what I said, but shout out to you, brother. I definitely appreciate you. All right, so let's get to this giveaway of Wonder Woman issue number 107, the first appearance of Wonder Girl and the origin of her costume. Shout out to my friends again at Go Collect for putting me in a position to be able to give away these awesome books valued somewhere between $150 and $200. And you wonder, how do I find the value? I look it up in Go Collect. So that's how I figure it out all the time when I go shopping every single month. So let me go ahead and show you guys. We're going to get to the list in a minute, but let's go ahead and roll the dice and figure out how many times we are going to have to randomize this thing before we can give away this book. And we have rolled 7. And we are going to randomize this list, and we're going to give away this really awesome book to one lucky subscriber. Let me find the list. There it is. And here it is. These are all the individuals that were able to successfully find the video this week that had the hidden phrase, and they were able to navigate to the community tab, find the post, click the link, go to MailChimp, and plug in their information to get in the running for this book. We actually had 0 duplicate entries this week. So shout out to everybody that was able to follow the rules. I definitely appreciate you guys for adhering to the rules and making it fair for everybody, allowing us to spread the love. But these are all the individuals that were able to watch the videos, find the phrase, and get in the running. All right, so we're going to go ahead and randomize this list a total of 7 times. And then we are going to give this book away. 253 people are in the running for this one. Scrolling down, that's actually a little bit lower than it has been over the past couple of weeks. That is 4. Here is 5. That is 6. And the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway is John Sweet One. John Sweet One, you, sir, are the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. All you have to do is to send me an email to Regie@regiecollects.com. for your book. And in that email, provide me with your screen name, your government name, and your mailing address, and I will bundle this book up to you. John, sweet one, you, sir, are the winner. And Brittany Cruz is probably sitting out there hoping that you do not claim it, but I hope that you do, sir. So please send me an email, and I will get this book sent out to you. I will also tell you that last week's winner was a Canadian. So we boxed up that book last week, and we sent it off to Canada. And I will tell you, I think the last 5 or so books, like 3 of them have gone to Canada. I want to say we've sent a lot of books to Canada. So again, the Canadians are a smaller population, but they seem to have some pretty good luck as of late. So I lost my chat again, so bear with me as I attempt to regain control of my chat. So bear with me here as I toggle between these 2 screens, and I'm actually going to show you guys this week's book that is actually going to be given away. All right, so let's set this. Oh, wait, it's not Sweet Tooth. No, it is not Sweet Tooth. This week's book that is going to be given away, thanks to Go Collect, is this one right here. It is X-Men Annual number 14, a 9.6 with white pages. This is Gambit's cameo appearance, Gambit's first appearance, depending upon what side of the argument you on. It's a dope book no matter what. And we are going to be giving away this book. And again, all you have to do is to watch the videos that come out from the channel over the course of the week for the phrase, be a subscriber of the channel, be a resident of the United States or Canada, or have a mailing address in the US. That's all you need to have in order to actually win this awesome book. So we do have, like I said, some really good videos that are going to be coming out this week, and a great guest that is going to be on the show on Wednesday. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to tune in for all of that stuff. I think it's a nice grade. I have the 8.0. I have the 8.0. I'm sorry, the 9.8. But the 9.6 is a solid book. It really is. And this is a pretty nice copy. So Action Figure Comic, how you doing, brother? Mitch is in here. James says, first game. No, bro. It is not a claim sale. We don't do claim sales over here, man. Maybe we will. Maybe we will one day. Maybe we will one day, because people keep asking, if I do claim sales, and I haven't, but maybe one day, one day. Mark Andrew says, nice book. I feel obligated to win that one to keep the books coming north. That's what's up. You know what, Mark? I respect it, brother. And thank you for the AOK that you sent me. Shipping back and forth between, Canada and the US is not expensive. So shout out to you, brother. I did not know you were actually in Canada. Pad Bear says that's the cameo. Scrolling through, let me see, what is this? Nice book. CGC has my copy since February. Oof, that's a beast of a time, brother. Milt, how you doing, brother? Scrolling through. All right, so I think I am all Regie. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. We just cleaned up the garage earlier today. And, the wife and I are having some discussions around building another garage. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I did mention to her, I would like to do GarageCon this year. I would like to do it. I think it's going to happen. The question is when does it make sense to do GarageCon? Right now in North Carolina is still pretty hot and sweaty. It's still pretty hot and sweaty. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to be outside when it's hot and sweaty, trying to have a conversation with people, trying not to sweat. So I don't know if it'll be in the summer versus a little bit later. We may try to make some GarageCon action happen. And I will try to give you guys advance notice so that folks can actually make it. All right. So all right, with that, I am actually going to wrap this up. The kids are still up. October. Chuck says October. Oh, Chuck, you're not too far away, brother. You're not too far away. Last GarageCon, no, the one before was November. It might have been like right after Thanksgiving or right before Thanksgiving. I can't remember. So October might not be a bad time frame. That's when I think it starts getting a little hot and sweaty. Build another garage with your own comic book room. So no, brother. Come on now. You already know, bro. You already know what's going to go down in that garage. That new garage that we're going to build, whenever we're going to build it, is going to be a gym / studio slash comic book storage. Like literally my wife is putting me out of the house. That's what's going down. She's like, yeah, you can just have all your stuff over there. She is literally just trying to put me out the house, but it's going to be nice. It is going to be nice. And we had a conversation just this morning. She was like, we should do it oversized. And I'm like, yeah, I think we should do it oversized. But I need to sell some more comics. I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. And if you did, I certainly want to encourage you to go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Tell a friend about what we're doing over here. All that good stuff is good for the algorithm. But as always, if you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.